Okay, Jason Mumo, Jam on the Fly, and today we're going to do my striper eel. Pretty cool looking deal. I use this just for stripers, and again, this is a heavy fly when it's wet. We don't want to cast this fly. 12 weight, 40-pound fluorocarbon leader, strip out a lot of line, maybe 20-30 yards. Again, just get this thing swinging, make sure it's wet, it'll be heavy, and just lob it and sail it. And you could easily throw this, 20-30 yards, no problem. Then retrieve it. Using this in salt ponds, things like that, deep holes. I love current, so if we have a deep hole where the water's, the tide's coming in or out, you want to fish it in those pockets like that. But again, get it wet, get it soaking wet, and don't try and cast this overhand. You're going to end up with a hook in you, a big hook. In fact, we're going to start this fly. It's a 7/0 hook. It's a huge hook. I don't think anybody wants to be wearing that as a piece of jewelry. Also tie these flies in a bunch of different colors. Here's white, grays. So, whatever you want to do. I'm going to tie this one in white so you can see a little bit more of what we're doing. Again, a 7/0 long shank hook. This one happens to be a Mustad 3407-DT, and that's what that is right there. Okay. Anyway, going to start with some lead. This is 0.35, biggest lead I have. About 10 wraps. Just get that around the shank here. As far as tying thread, anything you want. I mean, I'm going to use some heavier, whatever. I'll use, let me see what the heck I got here. Here you go. I think I'm going to use this. Here we go. Ultra thread. We're going to tie this in. Come up, grab our thread, our lead, pinch that together, get some of the bindings. Again, it's an easy tie. Barbell eyes. These are extra large barbell eyes. Going to put them right on top. This thing will actually ride upside down. It doesn't really matter. It's the same shape no matter which way you put it on. Again, just tying these eyes in. We're not going to get too crazy because we are going to glue them. We'll walk these threads back, and I want to put a nice thread line right at the back of this hook. Okay, so I'm going to wrap until I see all thread, just like that. So I don't know if you can see all that weight right there, but I have a good collection right there at the tail end. This is the material we're using. This is the stuff that you could buy in like a yarn, by the big whatever skein of it, I guess you would call it. And the women are making like big blankets and stuff like that with this. Gonna pick out the end here a little bit, and you can actually find the tip. We're going to take our torch, we're going to melt this. Wet your fingers, and you can see that you got the core right there in the center. If you can see that little black spot, I got the core melded in now. And now we can determine the length. Something like that looks pretty good. I'm just going to open this up to kind of separate it a little bit. And I'm going to come right down on this one spot and wrap several wraps right through it. And then I'll lift up tie up against that and then work my thread front to the eye. I'm going to take my, that's another reason why I didn't zoom in on the camera here so you could see all this. I'm going to hold this by the tip here where I melded it fast. This is my tail. And we're just going to give this boy a little trim. So we're going to come in and we're going to cut this away, the material, on a taper. Turn it, do the same thing. Again, we're just working our way up through, slowly tapering this. Okay, you don't have to get it exact. I'll show you why in a minute. Again, grab our tip. And you just kind of work this thing. You can see how rough it is right now. It's going to get a lot better till we're done. And I'll show you that. Yeah, you can see it's kind of rough. We're going to cut off some of the high points here. Try and get some type of a decent taper to it. There's going to be spots that are a little ugly, but we're going to take care of them with the torch. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in. You can see we got somewhat of a taper to it. You can see it's starting to get there. Now, with the tip, again, I'm just going to heat that tip up again. And of course that would be the time that my torch takes a dump. Again, just roll that so we have a good defining tip. And if you just slowly work your way up like this, you'll see you'll be knocking down all the high spots. And you get a beautiful taper to it. Catch it on fire, blow it out quick. Well, I guess you can see we got a beautiful looking taper to it now. Oh, excuse me. Oh, something's getting to me. Anyway. Play with that all you want, but pretty much that's what you're looking for, a nice taper. Okay, put this thing back in position. So we're ready to tie again our tail coming to the back. Everything here is ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this and wrap it underneath like this. Come back. Oh, let me see here. Maybe 4 or 5 wraps. And then come front. Like that. See how that works? Just like that. Beautiful. I told you it'd be easy. Come up to the front, keep this on the bottom. We're going to try and separate so we can get down to the main core a little bit. And tie this off right behind the eyes, like that. Reach in, and you can actually feel the core when you cut that. Gonna come right in behind the eyes, cinch that in, just like that. Whip finish. And even that's not too important because we're going to Bondix this. Come in with our Bondic. Come right over top of these eyes. Come right onto the eye of the hook, or the back of the eye of the hook. Fill that whole thing in with plastic. Hit it with the light. Really cure that. Flip it upside down. Again, underneath, inside the barbell eyes, up over top to the eye. Fill that whole thing with plastic, or the Bondic. Hit it with the light. And you got yourself a JM Striper Eel. Check that baby out. Beautiful looking fly. And that baby will sink down in the water and catch them big stripers and bring them right up to you. JM on the fly, and I am out of here.